This one, luckily, it's pretty easy to take off, especially again over your sink. Very, very easy to remove. You just rinse this one off, right? You don't have to like rub that or anything.
Some clay masks are a little harder to get off, but as long as you don't make too thick of a layer, you'll be fine.
Now, Summer, would you say that this is great for all skin types, or what kind of skin type would you say about it?
Yeah, you can definitely. The only way I would say to worry is if you have ever had a sensitivity to vitamin C. Sometimes the acids in vitamin C can be a little harsh on the skin. This one is mixed with more than just vitamin C. So I mean, sometimes I'm a little sensitive, and this mask has always been fine for me. If you're ever unsure about a skincare product being right for your skin, if you are sensitive at all, you can do patch tests with them. So in thin areas, so you can do it like behind your ear. Sometimes people do just little patch tests on their face. So it just depends on your sensitivity.
I have pretty sensitive skin. I have rosacea, and I can still use it, and I'm totally fine. I've never had like a reaction to it or anything. So as you can tell, I'm not rubbing very hard. It's coming off very easy. So at home, if you were to do this over your sink, you could just gently rub it, like gently with your hands, just rub over it with water, and it'll come right off. How's your skin feeling, Summer? Yeah, it's good.
Feels really fresh.
And masks are nice to do. For me, they're very like pampering. Like it just feels nice when I do them. I try to do them at least 3 times a week. Alright, cool. So now Summer's skin's all nice and clean.
I felt really fresh.
Looking like a baby. Alright. So we're gonna go into our next step, which is going to be our serum. So the ingredient in the serum that we're looking for is the retinoid in it. So this is what would you call it? The golden what?
It's called the gold standard of skincare.
The gold standard. So basically it does everything for you. It's gonna help with pores, it's gonna help with fine lines, it's gonna help to like lighten any, right, with like dark spots. So it does everything for you. The only thing with retinoids though is that you do wanna use an SPF because it can make your skin sensitive to the sun. Similar though with a lot of these, because it is revealing that newer, fresh baby skin, it's gonna be more sensitive. If you think of like a baby, they're a lot more delicate than we are, you know, as like adults. So the same thing with your skin, when you're revealing that fresh baby skin, you wanna make sure that you're taking care of it with a sunscreen, because if not, you can make all of your problems worse. So I'm gonna go ahead and use just a small pump of this one. Has dry crusties on there. Oh, thank you.
Guys, this serum is one of my favorite things in the whole world. I swear every time I use it, my makeup looks better. And then even though it is a retinols are usually supposed to be used during nighttime. This one's safe enough for morning and night.
So again, just doing a little pump. I'm gonna set it down for here for you guys to use afterwards. I'm gonna warm that up on my hand, and you can feel it's like once you feel it, it's very nice and thin. So a lot of people wonder again, why use a serum versus a moisturizer? So serums are formulated with more potent ingredients or like higher concentrations of ingredients to penetrate deeper, to be a little bit stronger, and they're also thinner, so it's going to penetrate deeper into the skin. So that's the reason why you still want to use a moisturizer, but we like to use our like strong, like the ingredients that we really want in our serums to make sure that they're doing their job and that they're penetrating the skin.
So we not use Tatcha brand for this one?
You can. We're just pulling different products. Tatcha doesn't have one with the retinol.
It's okay to mix brands. You don't have to stick everything from one brand. Like I said, just look for those key ingredients. That way you're getting, you know, the benefits out of your products. So we're gonna go ahead and let that sit for a second.
They have a night cream that goes in conjunction with that, and they have it for a set up there, so you're getting 2 full-size products for $72. So you're saving a lot of money getting it, and the night cream's really nice. It just kicks that into overdrive. So it gives it that added.
So figuratively right now though, we're doing like a day prep, right? So then we would be using, I brought over the vitamin nectar moisturizer from Fresh. This one actually has antioxidants in it. So what antioxidants do is that they help protect your skin from environmental aging. So a lot of us don't think about like all of the smog in the air and the dirty air and how that is actually aging our skin. It's actually breaking down the collagen in our skin that's keeping our skin looking nice and tight and young. So this is actually going to help combat that and keep you looking younger. So we're going to go ahead.
How do we know that our skin have a collagen?
Collagen. So we all have collagen in our skin, just that with time, with age, like I said, the pollution, it starts to break down. So you want to make sure that you're preserving it. And there's also a lot of skincare products that have collagen in them as well. But a lot of these help with the production of collagen, right?
Yeah,
So
especially like the retinols will help the cells turn over.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of that one, the moisturizer. I'm taking just a little bit. You don't need a lot of that one.
You have to make this every day.
Believe it or not, I do this every day, and then some.
For me, it's easy, you know.
Love it. I love it. Like I said, once it becomes a routine and you don't even think about it. So I'm gonna go to warm that up on my hands, and then I'm gonna gently rub it. Again, trying to do upward motion.
But I see some color. Yeah, it's like purple.
Yeah.
It's a normal.
I love this moisturizer. It feels so good. Love it. It feels so nice. This one works, this moisturizer specifically, works really well under makeup as well. Because it's not like heavy and thick, it just feels really nice, glides on really nice. So our last step is going to be our eye cream. So this one right here is also from Fresh.
Under eyes.
It's their Lotus Youth Preserve. So with this one you need a tiny little bit. I use like less than a pea size, like a tiny little bit. And I apply that one underneath the eyes. You want to go ahead and use your ring finger, which is going to be this one, because it is our most gentle finger. And you don't want to rub, you want to pat. And you're also going to notice where I place it. So a lot of people, they stick eye cream and they're like, let me put it right underneath my eye. The thing is that our skin is naturally going to move it up. It's going to move, the gravity kind of like pulls it up under our eye. So if you put it too close to your eye, you actually risk it getting in your eye. So what I actually like to follow is kind of that little bone that we have around the eye. That's where you want to place it. So like I said, I'm going to pick it up with my ring finger, just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and tap it underneath Summer's eye. But like I said, I'm kind of following that little bone right there that she has right underneath her. And I'm bringing all the way around. I like to stop it kind of like before I reach the brow. But I do like to hit right there because that's where we tend to get we start to get our crow's feet. Now, Summer has that, but I like to get it because prevention is better. Better than treating it later. With some eye creams, you can use them on the top eyelids as well. Usually it'll say on the packaging if it's safe to use on your eyelid. So we're going to do the same on the other side, just gently tapping. And as you can see, I'm being very gentle. You do not want to tug at the skin. It's very thin. It's actually a lot thinner than the skin on the rest of our face, which is why I didn't use any of our normal moisturizer there, because it can be too thick for your under eye.
I'm like so relaxed right now.
So nice. Do a little like. All right, and then she's good to go. So if Summer was gonna go out right now, I would tell her like, girl, you better put on an SPF. You always want to use sunscreen anytime you're gonna be going out. You don't even think about like lights. Sometimes even lights can kind of. They have those. What are they called? The rays. It's like a specific ray that comes out of the lights, right?
UV?
Yeah, but it's like a certain kind of UV.
It's like a specific
like the
kind of
fluorescent
ray.
lighting really has
But
it.
again, it can age you. It can cause dark spots. So even if you're thinking like, I'm not going to be out in the sun today, I don't need to use SPF, you absolutely do. Even the light that comes off of our screens from our phones can age us. So you want to be super careful. Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't know that, huh? Yeah. So you want to make sure that you're using a sunscreen. A lot of them now even say that they have that extra protection in them where they're going to protect you. I don't remember, it sucks, I really don't remember the name of the rays. But it's like like a specific kind of ray that's coming out of their
Blue ray, it's like a
phones.
blue light ray.
Yeah, from like the lights. So you just want to be very mindful of that. Again, if you're trying to keep your skin looking nice and young, and we all want to look like her when we have a 17-year-old. So,
Yes.
you know, right? Like, who would think she has a 17-year-old son? Like, and she looks 17.
Exactly.
Yeah. Amazing. So let's all try to preserve our skin, make sure we look fresh and young and glowing. So if you want to, now you guys can go ahead and go into your portion of the try-on. So if you guys want to go ahead and use the water.